the New South Wales Junior Lightweight Contest. We're scheduled for 5 2-minute rounds of this bout. Full Muay rules. Please make welcome firstly to the blue corner, Dylan Resnekov.
Hammer, I tell you what, I am super excited about this one. I've got goosebumps, Hammer! Or some other strange growth. I'm excited, Hammer.
Shingles, maybe.
The D-Res, Dylan Resnekov, makes his way to centering. You talk about ridiculously popular fighters, and you talk about the young gun from the Bulldog Gym in Manly, the D-Res, Dylan Resnekov.
Well, an exciting prospect is Dylan Resnekov. Of course, out of the Bulldog Gym, you know the fighters are always going to be well put together and well composed. Up against this man here, Jeff Llanes.
Jeff Double L Llanes from the J&I ringside gym of Johnny Ine, who, as we saw earlier last time out, had a loss to Kevin Layett, better than ever. And tonight, Jeff Llanes gets the crack at the New South Wales Junior Lightweight title. Hammer, you can smell it, Hammer.
I'll tell you what though, I reckon Llanes, the last fight he fought a very tough Kevin Lay. Kevin, of course, one of Nuggets boys from NTG. Always going to be a hard task, and the Llanes always comes to war, so unlucky in that battle, a close fight. Nevertheless, this one's going to shape up to be something even greater.
61.1 kilograms, trained by Nick Stone at the Bulldog Gymnasium and the BT1 Gymnasium. He's appeared on 8 previous occasions for 7 victories. He hails from Manly, introducing Dylan Resnekov. The opponent of Sydney across the ring will fight from the red corner. At 61.2 kilograms, has appeared on 11 previous occasions for 7 victories. Trained by John Ianu at the J&I ringside gymnasium. He hails from Holsworthy. Make welcome Jeff Llanes.
Okay, we are ready to rock and roll, folks. 5 2-minute rounds. New South Wales Junior Lightweight title is on the line. Final instructions in centering.
Boys, I don't reckon we've ever seen Jeff Llanes have an easy fight.
Never, Hammer. No such thing.
Here's the Richard Walsh of Sydney. Richard
Wally
Walsh never had an easy fight in his fighting career. Always warred.
Clean, listen to my commands. Back to your corners. Good luck.
Of course, now Richard Walsh, trainer of the Carnage, Nathan Corbett. You can see the Carnage in action next week. Evolution 11 with Richard Wally Walsh in the corner there.
Big hello to the wrecker. Here we go. First round. The voice, Michael Chavello, and the hammer, Mark Castanini with you. It's Dylan Resnekov in the blue gloves. Jeff Double L Llanes in the red gloves. 2 tiny fighters here, Hammer. Dylan Resnekov has trouble even getting on the rides at Dreamworld, Hammer. Is that short?
Short, but tough. Both men tough.
Ooh, big overhand right. That one went so high, St. Peter knocked it back. Straight right hand there from Llanes. You like that one, Hammer?
Now with the religious analogies.
I'm bringing it all into play, Hammer. What are the kickboxing commentator? Do you know who brings it all into play?
All short right hand. Dangerously close to catching Llanes.
Resnekov just peppering inside thigh. He cups the pie up the centre, but Jeff Llanes is tough, Hammer.
There's no peppering on that shot, I tell you.
Testicles of gold. High knee from Resnekov.
Stop!
All tied up, the referee separates them.
Going to keep the clinch nice and clean is what we want to see. And it is a real art form for the centre referees of full Muay Thai bouts to keep the clinching clean and entertaining, you know.
Oh! We almost kicked his head off, Hammer, the headache maker! The D-Res has opened up in the first round!
How is he still standing upright, Llanes, after copping a shin to the face?
My word! Smack bang on the kisser from the D-Res on Jeff Llanes, and he walked through it.
Knee to the body from Resnekov, nicely worked.
Stop! Right.
Llanes possibly a little in the fog after copping that shin to the face.
Jeff Llanes has taken more strikes than a pinata here in the first round. The D-Res has gone after him like a fat kid after an Oreo. Step up elbow from the D-Res. Swinging knee, end of the first round, lock it away for Dylan Resnekov, Hammer.
Well, a good round from Resnekov to open up Very, very clean indeed. That head. Oh, there's the damage done by that shin.
Oh, that's scary hammer.
That's done a lot of damage.
Jeff Llanes looks like a walking Halloween costume.
You're going to work your right hand side a lot more, okay? Let him kick, counter to the right. Let him kick, counter to the right. Okay, block him, counter to the right. Yeah, use your right punch, right elbow, right kick. But set him up for him first, okay? He's got a nasty cut there and it's swelling already. Okay? Right, jab, jab, jab. Right punch. Working really well. Drop it, hit me. Just go over the top. Keep your elbow up. Like that, over the top, okay?
The instructions from the governor, Nick Stone. Very eloquent in the corner, picking that the left eye is now hurt, and they're calling for the short overhand right to open that cut right up. Bang! There it is. Shin just cutting up on the eyeball, on the brow rather, and that is certainly going to affect Llanes in the oncoming rounds.
Here we go, second round of action, and the D-Res picks up where he left off. Oh, spinning back elbow! The D-Res has opened up like a house on fire here in the second round. And again, going for the cranium cracker. Don't forget, folks, check out the International Kickboxer Forum, sportsblitz.net. The D-Res, he posts on their hammer. Respect for the D-Res.
So does Humble. So does John Wayne Parr.
So does Johnny Inu.
All the champs. If you're a champ.
He can't talk, Johnny Inu, but he can post on the internet hammer.
If you're a champ, get on the sportsblitz.net and let us know what you're thinking.
Have a look at the D-Res. Overhand right from Resnekov. And the man from the Bulldog Gym in Manly is throwing out the heavy artillery here in the second round.
Well, Llanes has got to feel like he's fighting a man with 5 legs at the moment. There's legs and arms coming at him from all angles from Resnekov.
Dylan Resnekov all over him like Kevin Rudd at a strip club hammer. Overhand right from Resnekov, just shakes his head and smiles. Continually on the front foot here, the D-Res.
Oh, Llanes still popping the jab out though. He is tough with a capital T, Jeff Llanes. A lot of respect for this young man I have.
Outside thigh kick then goes up high, and Jeff Llanes just puts down Resnekov. Frank into the midsection from the D-Res.
Well, Resnekov absolutely throwing everything at Llanes. He can smell the victory.
He can sniff it, hammer.
He can sniff it out, and he's certainly going for gold in this one. But Llanes is not a fighter you can put away easily.
Oh, right hand on the jawline again from Dylan Resnekov. Snappy jab, overhand elbow from the D-Res.
Well, this is more like it. This fight is really shaped up, warmed up nicely indeed, and certainly worthy of a title fight.
I love it, hammer. It's all going to be a little out of hand here in Hurtville for Anger Management, J&I Promotions, and the D-Res is in control after 2 rounds.
Doc Mehmet having a look at that cut over the left eye of Jeff Llanes.
That's right. Same as last fight. Gets bigger, will stop, okay? Look at me and shut your eye. Look at me and shut your eye. Look at me and shut your eye. Look at me. Look at me and shut your eye.
Look at me.
His best Captain Kira impersonation there, Johnny Inu.
Oh, there's the turning elbow. Nicely done from Resnekov. And he throws absolutely everything he can at Llanes. Does Resnekov, and Llanes stands staunch. Although damaged, he's still here for the battle. Big right hand from Llanes. Trying to get the Resnekov backed up. Uppercut elbow. And both men certainly giving it their all. Great battle, great war.
And meanwhile, backstage, Otto Merling is warming up for his showdown against bustling Benny Council. That one's coming up soon. Otto Merling working the pads backstage.
I think the boys are unaware, just having a note slip that Lachlan Stewart is actually not going to take place in that fight. So Merling warming up, totally oblivious to the fact that Lachlan Stewart's walked away from the bout.
The hammer with the scoop!
Due to a rib injury, Stewart's decided not to step up against Merling. Merling, a tough opponent, trains with Paul Briggs and Johnny Lewis. So certainly Stewart, maybe a smart decision from him not to go to war with Merling, because he's certainly looking propped and ready.
How come our boffins slip you the notes and they don't slip me the notes? Inside word.